In a world full of pills, chemicals, and hurry, true medicine still grows in silence, in the soil, in a simple pot, waiting for you to trust it again. These 15 plants are not just herbs. They are ancient guardians of health, energy, and the soul. They heal the body, calm the mind, and transform your home into a sanctuary. Today, I won't just show them to you. I'll explain why you should urgently keep them by your side. Let's begin. Number 1. Aloe vera, sabala. In the corner of many humble homes, growing quietly under the sun, lives a plant that entire civilizations once considered sacred. They called it the plant of immortality. Today we know it as aloe vera, or simply sabala. At first glance it looks like any ordinary plant, long green leaves with soft spines on the edges. But inside it hides an ancient secret. A thick, cool, almost magical gel that has healed wounds since the days of ancient Egypt. The pharaohs used it to heal cuts and beautify their skin. Roman warriors carried it during military campaigns as part of their natural first aid kit. And in Latin America, our grandmothers have used it for generations as the first remedy for burns, irritation, or a simple insect bite. But aloe doesn't only work on the outside, it heals inside too. Drinking its juice, in moderation, improves digestion, cleanses the colon, and strengthens the immune system. In a world overflowing with toxins and stress, aloe vera is like a spiritual cleansing, but for the body. Did you know its gel contains more than 75 active nutrients, including vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and essential amino acids? It's like having a natural serum within arm's reach. That's why keeping a pot of aloe vera at home is not just decoration. It's like having a silent doctor, a natural protector, a balm from the earth. Because when your skin burns, when your stomach twists, when you don't know what to apply, it's always there, ready to heal. Without noise, without side effects, only with the ancestral wisdom of nature. 2. Mint. The moment its aroma fills the air, everything changes. The mind clears, the body relaxes, and the atmosphere feels charged with a freshness that seems to come from an enchanted forest. We're talking about mint, a small plant, yes, but with colossal power. Since ancient times, mint has been a symbol of hospitality, cleanliness, and health. In Greece, homes were perfumed with its leaves to welcome guests. And in Egypt, it was used both as medicine and as an offering to the gods. Because mint doesn't just smell good, it heals. When the stomach rebels, when there are cramps, gas, nausea, or indigestion, a simple mint infusion can mean the difference between discomfort and relief. Its essential oils act directly on the muscles of the digestive tract, relaxing them, calming them, restoring inner balance. But it doesn't stop there. Headache? Nose blocked from a cold? Mental fatigue? Mint acts as an instant balm. Its freshness stimulates circulation, clears the airways, and helps release accumulated tension. Some place it under the pillow for better sleep. Others chew it to reduce stress or bad breath. The truth is, this plant has something more: versatility. You can keep it in a simple pot by the window. It grows fast, resists well, and its aroma beautifies any corner. And when you need it, you just cut a few leaves. Prepare a tea, or even rub it with your fingers to release its properties. Mint doesn't shout, it doesn't demand, but it's there, ready to help when your body calls for it. Like a whisper from nature saying, "Breathe. I'm here. Let's heal 3. Chamomile. There are plants that heal the body, and others that caress the soul. Chamomile does both. Small, with white petals, and a yellow center like a tiny sun, this plant has for centuries been the grandmother's best-kept secret. When a child cried without reason, when a woman twisted in menstrual pain, when someone couldn't sleep because of worries, there it was, silent, but powerful. Its aroma is soft, almost sweet. Its infusion, warm and comforting, feels like a hug from within. And its effect, almost magical. Did you know chamomile contains natural compounds that act on the nervous system like a mild sedative, but without addiction? That's why it's perfect for those nights when insomnia feels endless. Just one hot cup before bed is enough for the body to loosen, the mind to calm, and rest to come effortlessly. But chamomile is also a warrior when it comes to pain. It relieves cramps, reduces inflammation inside and out, and improves digestion. It's especially useful for menstrual pain, since it relaxes the uterine muscles and reduces spasms. It's no coincidence that almost every traditional home keeps dried chamomile or a plant growing near the kitchen. It's the kind of plant you don't grow out of fashion, but out of instinct, because deep down we know, sooner or later, we'll need it. Having chamomile at home is like having a wise grandmother living in a pot. One that tells you, don't worry, everything will be fine. One that heals not with force, but with tenderness. And in the chaos of the modern world, reminds you of the essential. Breathe, let go, and allow nature to wrap you in peace. 4. Rosemary doesn't just smell like food. It smells like history, ritual, and ancient power. Since ancient Greece, it was said that those who smelled rosemary remembered better. Students wore crowns of this plant before exams, as if it were a direct channel between mind and wisdom. And they weren't wrong. Today, science confirms that rosemary stimulates memory, improves concentration, and fights mental fatigue. But this plant doesn't stop at the mind. It also works on the body. Its aroma penetrates tense muscles, relaxes them, soothes them. That's why many use it in massages, hot baths, or compresses to ease muscle and joint pain. And there's more! Rosemary also cares for hair. It prevents hair loss, strengthens the roots, and stimulates growth. A rinse with rosemary can do wonders for a stressed, dull, lifeless scalp. Did you know it's also one of the most powerful natural antioxidants in the plant world? That means it fights free radicals, protects cells, and slows aging. That's why it's so widely used in natural cosmetics and energy tonics. Having rosemary at home is like having a multi-purpose plant. It adapts to the garden, the balcony, or even a pot in the kitchen. And when you need it, just rub a few sprigs between your hands to release its aroma. The one that cleanses, awakens, uplifts. Rosemary doesn't just decorate. It protects, revitalizes, and accompanies. Like an old sage in the form of a shrub. One that doesn't speak, but whose very presence reminds you of the power of nature. 5. Lavender. Some scents engrave themselves into the soul, and one of them is lavender. Sweet, deep, enveloping, like an invisible caress that embraces you without you noticing. Lavender isn't just a beautiful flower, with that hypnotizing violet tone. It's one of the most beloved and complete medicinal plants in the world. For centuries, it has been used to calm the mind, heal the body, and purify the air. And it's no coincidence. Trouble sleeping? A sprig of lavender near your pillow can help you drift off. Its aroma acts on the nervous system, reducing anxiety and stress, slowing down the pace of the day to invite rest. That's why many call it the soul's natural sedative. But it's also effective in moments of physical discomfort. Insect bites, skin irritation. A few drops of lavender essential oil soothe, reduce inflammation, and regenerate. Did you know that during the Black Plague in Europe, perfumers who worked with lavender were the least affected? Its antiseptic and antibacterial power was so strong, it protected them without their knowing. Today, its oil is still one of the most valued in aromatherapy and natural medicine. Having lavender at home is like keeping a little piece of peace always at hand. You can use it dried in sachets, as tea, in relaxing baths, or as massage essence. And even without touching it, its presence transforms the atmosphere. Because lavender doesn't just smell good. It heals quietly, calms effortlessly, and accompanies without asking for anything in return. A wise flower that speaks straight to the heart and reminds you that sometimes taking a deep breath and closing your eyes is the best remedy. 6. Spearmint. Spearmint is like mint's kind cousin, less intense, gentler, yet just as powerful. It's the plant that has always been there, in Grandma's garden, perfuming the air with that green freshness that seems to cleanse the soul. But behind its sweet aroma and refreshing taste, it hides a natural arsenal against one of the most common ailments: stomach pain. Cramps? Gas? Heaviness? Spearmint acts like a balm that runs through the digestive system and soothes it. Its essential oil contains menthol, a compound that relaxes the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract and reduces inflammation. In other words, it helps the stomach breathe in peace. Did you know that in ancient cultures, it was used after great banquets to prevent indigestion? And even today, in many parts of the world, no meal is complete without a cup of spearmint tea afterward. But its uses go beyond the stomach. It also freshens the breath, calms the nerves, and lifts the spirit. Just smelling it already has a calming effect. It's one of those plants that you only need to rub between your fingers to feel like everything will be all right. Spearmint is also a great ally in the kitchen. From cool drinks to desserts and savory dishes, its delicate flavor gives that touch of freshness without overwhelming. Having a pot of spearmint at home is like having a little oasis. It grows fast, smells delicious, and is always ready to help when your body needs it. Because even if it doesn't shout its power like other plants, spearmint works in silence. And what it does with tenderness, elegance, and results. 7. Basil is much more than a star ingredient in the kitchen. Behind its strong aroma and unmistakable flavor lies a medicinal plant with centuries of history and a unique energy. In India, basil is considered sacred. They call it Tulsi and revere it as a protective goddess. Why? Because its properties go far beyond taste. It is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, digestive, and even spiritual. Sore throat? A basil infusion with a little honey can soothe irritation and help fight bacteria. Digestive upset or overeating? A few basil leaves can ease bloating and reactivate digestion naturally. And that's not all. Basil also strengthens the immune system, clears the respiratory tract, and helps keep the mind focused. Its potent aroma has a stimulating effect, perfect for chasing away lethargy and lifting the mood. Did you know that in ancient times, basil bunches were placed at doorways to ward off illness and bad energy? That tradition, symbolic as it may sound, has some truth. Because its essential oil really does cleanse the air and fight harmful microorganisms. At home, having a basil plant doesn't just beautify and perfume, it gives you immediate, tasty medicine. One leaf in your dish, another in your tea, and that's it. Healing that doesn't look like medicine. Basil is that perfect blend of flavor and health. A daily ally that heals while it delights. Because when nature wants to impress us, sometimes it does it with a simple green leaf that smells like home. 8. Oregano is one of those plants that seem humble, but carry surprising power. Tiny green leaves, a deep earthy aroma, and a medicinal history stretching back thousands of years. Did you know that in ancient Greece, oregano was considered a gift from the goddess Aphrodite? And not just for its taste, but because it healed, protected, and gave strength. Today, science has confirmed what the ancients already knew. Oregano is one of the herbs with the highest concentration of natural antioxidants, but its true value lies in its ability to fight infections. It is antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. An oregano infusion is one of the most effective natural weapons against colds, coughs, congestion, and sore throat. Its essential oil is even used to treat more severe respiratory infections, like bronchitis. It is also a great ally during the menstrual cycle. Its antispasmodic properties mean it can reduce cramps and ease pain without the need for strong medication. And we can't forget how easy it is to grow at home. Oregano doesn't ask for much. Sun, a bit of water, and that's it. It thrives in a pot, blossoms in any corner, and is always ready to help. Besides, who hasn't used oregano in cooking without realizing they were also healing their body? Pizzas, pastas, soups. Oregano transforms flavor, yes, but also strengthens your immune system without you noticing. Having oregano at home is like having a natural shield. a plant that knows when to comfort and when to defend. And that shows, leaf by leaf, that simplicity can be extraordinary. 9. Ginger. Yes, you can grow it in a pot. Ginger is a root that looks like it came straight out of nature's laboratory. Twisted, aromatic, spicy in flavor, and with a potency that few ingredients can match. At first glance, it doesn't look like much, but just peel it and smell it to understand why it's been treasured by ancient cultures as a jewel of natural medicine. China, India, Egypt, all revered it for its immediate effects on the body. And modern science has only confirmed what they already knew. Ginger is medicine in the shape of a root. Nausea, vomiting, stomach upset. A piece of fresh ginger in hot water can soothe even the most stubborn nausea, including in pregnant women or chemotherapy patients. It's as if it whispers, "Relax, everything will be all right." But ginger is also a natural anti-inflammatory, ideal for easing muscle, joint, or menstrual pain. Its star compound, gingerol, acts directly on the body's inflammatory processes, reducing swelling from within. And if a cold is making the rounds, ginger is your best defense. It boosts immunity, opens the bronchi, soothes sore throat, and fights viruses with surprising efficiency. The best part? You can grow it in a simple pot. With a bit of shade and humidity, ginger grows happily at home. All you need is a fresh root, some patience, and soon you'll have your own underground pharmacy. And let's not forget its flavor. Spicy, warm, enveloping. Perfect in teas, soups, juices, even sweets. Every bite is a reminder that nature doesn't need fancy labels to be powerful. Ginger doesn't promise, it acts. And once you have it at home, you won't want to be without it. 10. Thyme is small, discreet, but carries astonishing strength. At first glance, it looks like just an aromatic sprig, perfect for seasoning a stew. But that very sprig has been used since ancient times as one of the most powerful herbs against respiratory infections. In the Middle Ages, soldiers carried thyme in their clothing to protect themselves from disease. And it wasn't superstition. This plant is a natural antiseptic, able to fight bacteria, viruses, and fungi with an effectiveness that science has confirmed again and again. Its strong, penetrating aroma not only whets the appetite, it also opens the lungs. Dry cough, congestion, bronchitis. A thyme infusion works as an expectorant, clearing the respiratory tract and helping expel mucus. At the same time, it strengthens the immune system, giving the body what it needs to defend itself. But that's not all. Thyme can also be used as a natural mouthwash. Its antiseptic properties help fight infections in the mouth and keep breath fresh without harsh chemicals. You can even make steam with it to purify the environment and cleanse the lungs from the outside. Curious fact? In ancient Greece, thyme was burned in temples as a symbol of courage and purification. Its smoke was considered sacred. And even today, when dried and burned, it transmits a deep sense of cleansing, physical and energetic alike. Plus, it's easy to grow. It thrives in small pots, needs little watering and lots of sun, and when it blooms, it attracts bees and pollinators, bringing life to your home. Thyme is that plant that doesn't just heal, it protects, strengthens, and uplifts. A silent warrior in the form of a herb. 11. Calendula. Calendula is like the sun in flower form. With its vibrant orange petals, it not only brightens any garden, it also heals, regenerates, and protects like few other plants do. For centuries, this flower has been known as a sacred remedy for the skin. The ancients called it gold of the field, and they weren't exaggerating. Calendula has such effective healing power that even today, it remains the base of countless creams, ointments, and natural balms. Got a cut, a minor burn, an acne flare-up, or insect bite? Calendula acts as an immediate balm. It reduces inflammation, gently disinfects, and speeds up tissue regeneration without irritation. Its secret lies in its flavonoids and essential oils, compounds that fight bacteria while soothing the skin at the same time. But its power isn't just skin deep. It can also be taken as an infusion to ease stomach discomfort, regulate the menstrual cycle, or reduce inflammation from within. A delicate flower with inner strength. Did you know that during World War I, doctors applied calendula directly to soldiers' wounds to prevent infections? There were no modern antibiotics, but there was calendula, and that was enough. Growing it at home is a joy. It's hardy, blooms almost year-round, and attracts butterflies, bees, and good energy. And when you harvest its flowers, you can dry them easily and always have a natural remedy on hand for the whole family. Calendula doesn't just heal the skin, it also heals with its presence. A medicinal flower that beautifies and protects at the same time. Its very existence is a reminder that nature gives us exactly what we need. 12. Dandelion. The dandelion is one of those plants many dismiss as weeds. But in reality, it's a hidden treasure disguised as a wildflower. With its delicate shape, yellow petals, and those fluffy white seeds that drift on the wind, it may seem it's just there to decorate fields. But inside, it's a natural machine of cleansing and balance for the body. Did you know dandelion contains more potassium than bananas? Yes, this small plant is a powerful natural diuretic that helps flush out toxins, reduce fluid retention, and cleanse the kidneys without depleting potassium levels, unlike some synthetic medications. But its true power lies in the liver. The leaves and roots of dandelion contain bitter compounds that stimulate bile production, improving fat digestion and gently but deeply detoxifying the liver. That's why it's known as a purifying plant. It cleans from within, without harm, without aggression. It also helps with digestive issues like constipation and bloating. A simple infusion of dried dandelion root can work wonders for your digestive system. And here's the curious part. The whole dandelion is edible. Tender leaves can be eaten in salads, roots roasted as a coffee substitute, and the flowers even used to make medicinal wine. Powerful, generous, and completely free if you find it growing in the wild. A hidden gem most people pull out without realizing what they're losing. Having dandelion at home is like having a detox pharmacy at your fingertips. A wildflower that doesn't just brighten your garden, it also cleanses your body from within. 13. Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus needs no introduction. The moment you get close, its aroma surrounds and clears you. It's as if the air suddenly becomes purer, fresher, more breathable. And that's no coincidence. This plant is one of the most powerful allies for the respiratory system. Native to Australia and beloved by koalas, eucalyptus has spread across the world for one simple reason. It's a blessing for the lungs. Its leaves contain eucalyptol, an essential oil with antimicrobial, expectorant, and decongestant properties. That's why, when you're congested or coughing, eucalyptus steam works almost instantly. It opens airways, loosens mucus, and helps you breathe freely again. A curious fact? During old epidemics, people hung eucalyptus branches at the entrances of their homes to purify the air. And even today, its oil is used in inhalers, ointments, and balms to ease cold and flu symptoms. But eucalyptus doesn't just act on the lungs. Applied as an oil, it soothes muscle pain, fights oral bacteria when used as a mouth rinse, and its scent has both a relaxing and revitalizing effect. It's like breathing clarity. If you have the space, growing a eucalyptus tree can be a wonderful natural investment. But even a few dried branches or a small bottle of essential oil at home can make a big difference. A simple infusion of eucalyptus leaves in hot water is enough to create an atmosphere that heals through the air itself. In a world where every breath counts, eucalyptus is more than a plant. It's a lungful of health. 14. Sage is not just a plant, it's an ancient symbol of wisdom. In fact, its name comes from the Latin salvare, meaning to heal. And heal it does. This silvery leaf, with its strong earthy aroma, has been considered sacred in cultures worldwide for its ability to heal the body, calm the mind, and balance emotions. Sore throat? A sage infusion with honey reduces inflammation, disinfects naturally, and provides almost immediate relief. Excessive sweating? Sage has a regulating effect that helps reduce perspiration without blocking the pores. And if you're going through menopause, this plant is a true balm. It eases hot flashes, stabilizes hormonal shifts, and lifts the mood. But its power doesn't stop there. It's also known for its brain-boosting benefits. Recent studies show that sage stimulates memory and improves concentration. That's why in the Middle Ages, people said, "How can a man die if he has sage in his garden?" Curious fact? In spiritual ceremonies, sage is burned as incense to purify spaces, ward off negative energies, and restore inner peace. So it doesn't just heal the body, it also cleanses the soul. It's simple to grow. It loves sun, dry soil, and asks for little care. Its leaves can be used fresh or dried, in teas, mouth rinses, steam baths, or as seasoning. Sage is a powerful, feminine, profound plant. A silent guardian of holistic health, body, mind, and spirit. Having it at home is like having a wise grandmother always ready to help. 15. Rue is one of those plants that never goes unnoticed, neither for its strong scent nor its history. It's one of the world's oldest herbs, surrounded by legends, rituals, and deep respect in many cultures. Because rue doesn't just heal the body, it has also been seen as a spiritual barrier against evil, envy, and negative energies. But let's start with its physical power. Rue is an excellent antispasmodic. It soothes intense menstrual cramps, eases stomach spasms, and relieves digestive discomfort caused by tension or nerves. It has been used for centuries to relax muscles and restore the body's balance when stress manifests physically. A small infusion of its leaves is enough to feel its calming effects. But a word of caution. Rue is so potent, it must be used with great respect, never in excess, and not recommended for pregnant women. And here's the most fascinating part. Rue has been used in protective rituals since ancient times. People placed it behind doors, in windows, or carried a sprig in their pocket to ward off the evil eye. Some even bathe with rue to break bad luck or cleanse their energy field. Its bluish leaves, delicate yet strong, carry an air of mystery. It's as if rue knows something we don't, something beyond the physical, something that touches the spiritual. Having rue at home doesn't just provide medicinal benefits. It also brings a sense of protection, of safety. A strong, wise, profound plant, like a natural green shield watching over you on every level. And so, with rue, we close this journey through the 15 medicinal plants you should urgently have at home. Your medicine cabinet might already be in your kitchen, your garden, or a simple pot. You just need to know what to plant and let nature work its magic.